We begin tonight with a climbing death toll in Hawaii. At least 67 people have now died in the devastating wildfires there.
This makes it the deadliest natural disaster in state history. Meanwhile, the state's emergency management agency says warning sirens were not activated when the fire first started. Mobile phone alerts were sent out. Hawaii Governor Josh Green says he's ordered a review of the emergency response to the wildfires.
What we understand is that when those fires reignited in Lahaina in the late afternoon or early evening, they were focusing on fires elsewhere on the island, and the telecommunications were destroyed very rapidly. That's not, again, to make any excuse for anyone, and we're going to check and be very safe and sure that we did what we could.
At this hour, 6 fires are still burning, with the most destructive fire 80% contained.
And back here at home, a Polynesian dance group called Hot Lava is here in Colorado to raise awareness through a cultural event in Aurora.
The group is based out of Las Vegas, but several members have close ties to the same areas in Maui that are experiencing devastation. Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter spoke to one dancer whose family is in Maui right now, hoping to rebuild.
What's so neat about the Polynesian culture is it's one that is inviting to everyone.
The dance group Hot Lava landed in Denver a few days ago for an event this weekend to share their culture.
When you come this Saturday, you're going to learn, you're going to be educated, you're going to be uplifted and see who we are as Polynesian people.
Now more than ever, their minds and hearts are focused on friends and family on Maui. How did you first find out something was happening on Maui?
I found out right before, I started packing to come here. I had a phone call that there were big fires and they were starting to evacuate certain parts of the island. And I've lived on every part of the island, but our family's rooted in Lahaina, where most of the damage is being done.
Martin Tevaga's brother hadn't been heard from in days.
It was hard and my heart was heavy to get on the plane, to come here, just not knowing. There's no electricity, no stores are open, obviously. Majority of our town is gone.
When he finally was able to connect, he realized his family was one of the lucky ones. Everyone was accounted for.
It was good to be able to hear his voice, and he said that there was a bunch of people that left at the same time, and there's no cell service at all.
It's hard to watch the images coming out of Maui.
You often will hear phrases like the spirit of aloha, and what that means is it's a spirit of love, it's a spirit of welcoming.
While that welcoming spirit is often sought after, with Maui being one of the most popular vacation spots, there's a message for those who want to visit. Keep the people of Maui in mind above all else.
They don't have resources for everybody. Our own people don't have resources. The shelves are bare. It's not just a tourist destination, it's our home. And our home's gone right now. So if everyone could just understand that if you want to have a vacation, this is not the time and the place right now.
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
Just heartbreaking. Now, the event that group is in town for, is at the People's Building in Aurora. Now, a day in Polynesia is tomorrow from 11 to 7. It will have different workshops to learn about different Polynesian cultures. It's a ticketed event. Now, just go to the website on your screen and you can grab yours. There will be fundraisers to send resources to those in need in Maui.
And volunteers from Colorado are in Hawaii tonight to help people impacted by the destructive wildfires. The Red Cross says 5 volunteers from our state have deployed to Hawaii so far, and they are joining 200 others from all over the country. We caught up with one volunteer today at Denver International Airport before she flew out.
What I've been told is that expect no electricity, bring my water filter, which I did, and maybe even have to sleep in the cot in the shelter with the people.
And volunteers like her will help make sure people have food, shelter, and safety. She says she will be there for at least the next 3 weeks. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Mike Nelson.
Yeah, Mike, what made these fires so catastrophic? I think that's the question so many people want to know.
Well, they've been in a drought in Hawaii, and this is the current satellite image behind me, combined with the sea surface temperatures. The darker the red, the warmer the sea surface. There's Hawaii. Now at that latitude, the storms move not west to east, but east to west. So Dora, the tropical storm that passed south of Hawaii and had some impact on the strong winds that they had, is now far off to the west. But you'll notice the very warm sea surface temperatures. You may have heard that we're now in an El Nino pattern, which means warmer than average sea surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific. And this could be a super El Nino that's developing that will have worldwide consequences as far as weather conditions as it adds extra energy to our atmosphere. I'll have our 7-day coming up in about 15 minutes.
Very interesting. Thank you, Mike. And we have extended coverage of the historic Maui wildfires online right now, including how you can help the people on the island. Just go to denver7.com and search Maui.